Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Oh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Monday, March 11th, 2024. And this is episode number 761 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great weekend. Hello, welcome in. You, ladies and gentlemen, are in the presence of greatness. I try to be humble, you know. I try to be a servant of the Lord. I try to be gracious as a winner. I try to be a good person, but, you know, what can I say? When you're as great and as wonderful as I am, you can't help it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking at not a one time, nay, I say, not a one time, but a two-time Camel Racing champion. That's right. Your boy rolled into Sam Houston Race Park on Saturday, and he walked out as some bitch a champion. Let's go. Now, it's not just that cut and dry. Of course, nothing in my life could be that simple. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't just walk in, hop on a camel, pew, pew, walk out, winner. Oh, no. Was there drama? You bet your dirty ass there was drama. Was there intrigue? Oh, yeah, there was intrigue. Was there shenanigans? Oh, there was shenanigans plenty. And that was not the name of one of the camels. Although that would have been a good name for a camel, actually. If one of the camels was named Shenanigans Plenty. Well, you know, it's March, St. Patrick's Day. If you named a camel Shenanigans Plenty, what? Perfect. But no, that was not the name of a camel. Yeah. Donna said, and raced against all girls. Yeah. And I will explain that as part of the story. All right. Because that is very relevant to the story. It is 1000% relevant to the story. Don't let that sway your judgment on the fact that I am a champion. Okay? Don't be fooled. By the way, how's the sound? I always get worried on a Monday. Hold on, let me do a quick sound check here. I always get worried Monday. Hold on, let me do a quick sound check here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, all right, we're good. All right, good to go. I always have to just check with my own ears. I gotta check with my own ears. Now we're good on the YouTubes. How we doing over on the tubes? Or is our tubes tied? Are we good? I see we got one whole person watching on YouTube. I'll slow down, YouTube. Let's not get all crazy with all the viewers. What's up, AJB? Good to see you over there, buddy. Aaron J. Bryant checking in on the tubes. Hey, Joe Pro. Thank you for resubscribing, Joe Pro. 16 months. Joe Pro has been subscribed with his Prime sub, sir. Thank you for resubscribing for 16 months, Joe Pro, with your Prime sub. Let's freaking go, sir. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you more than you know, my friend. So, yeah, let's get to this show. This is not all just camel races and discussions. I will get to the camel race story. Now, that is not going to be the lead, and we're not opening with the camel race story. Of course not. Oh, Cece, what's up? Cece said, gotta lurk, gotta get my crown. A drinking already? Just teasing, girl. Just teasing. But let's say hello to the chat. Since we're early in, and I can say what's up to everybody because it's not 1,000 pages already. So what's up to Mark G? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, my sweet, sweet Donna. How are you? Good to see you. Hello. Donna, good to see you. Nasty Nate, what's up, big dog? Cisco, hello, sir. Cisco said, hi from Fredericksburg. Thanks to Barry on Deck for giving me a reason not to sleep the entire day away. Love you all. I love you, buddy. I hope you are good, my friend. Yes, it was one of those days for me, too. I was struggling to get it motivated and get going. But alas, we are up and moving. And so I hope you find the gumption to do the same, sir. Mr. 1%, Chris Reyes, how are you, buddy? I hope well. By the way, Reyes sent me not one, but 2 messages on Patreon. So did Alan Denson. And I don't know what the hell is going on, but I only see Patreon messages when I log into Patreon on the web. I don't get them any other time. And I think that's stupid. Like, I don't ever get a Patreon message unless I actively log into Patreon. Because Reyes was like, hey, when's the camel races? Which I would have loved to have told him. I would have said 1:30 Sam Houston Race Park, be there or be square. Of course, didn't see it until, noon today. Kind of hard to tell him to be there at 1:30 on Saturday when you don't see it until noon on Monday. But alas, I don't know why it does that. I really don't know. Patreon's kind of confusing. Maybe I should switch to OnlyFans. Then I could show some titty and we could all live better lives. I don't know. But I apologize for that, Reyes. Totally missed it. My apologies. Same thing to Alan Denson. Alan just logged in on a Thursday, I think it was. Super fun show on a Thursday, by the way. Posted it on the Patreon as I always do, and Alan left a comment that just said super fun show, and I appreciate the feedback as always. Mr. Denson, thank you for the support. And but I didn't see either one of those messages until today, so I apologize, and I apologize for Reyes' both of his messages that I missed. So yeah. I was trying to say, if you want, like, Reyes in the future, if you're looking to, go to an event like that, hit me up on socials. I get those messages. You know what I mean? Like, I'll see those a lot faster. I get those fired off to my phone ASAP, especially something timely like that. You know what I mean? Like, those I get a lot faster. I try to log into the Patreon a couple times a week. But if it's something like, Thursday's show was over, Friday rolls around, Saturday got up. Yeah, definitely ask me that on Twitter or the Gram or the Book of Faces or something. What's up, AJB? Good to see you on the tubes. Who else here? Mr. Handsome. Hello, sir. Tony the Handsome's in. H-Town Dude, what up? H-Town Dude said, okay, camel races hooked me, but there better be pictures. Oh, you bet your sweet ass there's pictures. There might even be a damn video of the whole damn race. What? Are you saying there's a film session today? Bet your ass there is. You bet your one-humped cameled ass there's a video. Jared Taylor, what's up, homie? Uriel Villanueva. I owe Uriel Villanueva an apology, too. Jen texted me and last week on Thursday and said, yo, Uriel's birthday is on the 8th. So make sure you do an announcement and a shot, and I missed the text during the show, and so we didn't do it. So we're going to do it today, Uriel. That's my fault, fam. That's my fault. We're going to do it today. So y'all get your Barry on Deck shot glasses out. We're going to get to that in a little bit. We're not going to miss it today. So my bad, homie. My bad. We're going to get to it. What's up, Richard Vales? Holy snaps. Holy snaps. Richard Vales in here chasing Pokemon. I always said his little avatar looks like a Pokemon. I don't know why it reminds me of that. But what's up, Richard Vales? Good to see you. Show me your TDs. Looks like the Eagle fans claiming Super Bowl winners already. Yeah, we got a ton of NFL to get to. We're going to run through all of that stuff first before we get to the Camel Race stuff. So have no fear. Dream Team 2.0. I've never seen your intro. Barry needs a raise doing all those jobs, right? CC, thank you for being here, sweetie. It's good to see you. Who else is in the building? Steven the Weather Guy. I heard your camel was doping. That, sir, is a damn lie. No. Wrong button. It's a damn lie, sir. That is a damn lie. You heard wrong. Oh, there was no roids stored in his hump. Hey, what's up, John Dorier? Good to see you, buddy. Cisco, did Barry on Deck have to identify as a woman in order to compete? Kiss my ass. Jen, what's up, Jen? Good to see you, sweetie. Who else is here? John Dorier said, let's help a brother out. Thank you, sir. Stephen the Weather Guy, the Vikings signed Grenard and Blake Cashman. Damn it, Screwhouse indeed. I guess I can monitor those messages as well. Nah, I mean, look, it's all right. Reyes says, I could have just Googled it. Damn, that's true. Neither one of us thought about that until just now. Look at us. We're both kind of stupid, Reyes. Hey, what's up, AR Platinum? Good to see you, homie. AR Platinum said Patreon's kind of a pain. It isn't it, isn't it? It's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. You know? It is, and it isn't. Tony the Handsome said, is this story good enough to be included into Arabian Nights? I kind of feel like it is. I kind of think it is. It's a good story. It involves me, two people from KPRC, and you don't want to miss it is all I'm going to say. I'm just telling you, you're not going to want to miss this story. All right. Hey, Homer Astros fan, thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. Steven the Weather Guy, thank you for the 50 bits, buddy. He said, speaking of doping, Roger Clemens misses the roids, came in to pitch for the Savannah Bananas and gave up a first pitch 3-run bomb over the Crawford boxes to the Washington Generals of Banana Ball. Well, hey, shit happens, I guess, right? Yo, Alan! That's what's up, man. Alan said, holy shit, I think I just nailed that interview. Hello, deckheads. Yo, deckheads, I just want to take 1 second. Y'all know us, this community, this show, this family that we have built here, this thing, whatever the hell this is that we do on a daily basis. Let's all just take 1 second. I want to count to 10, and I want us all, over the next 10 seconds, I just want us all to pause and just put positive vibes out to the universe. Or if you pray, I want you to pray. Whatever you do, let's just put some positive mojo or prayer or vibes or whatever it is out into the ether for Alan Denson, that he gets this job. My man has been trying to get this job forever. And look, in the day and age when people just don't give a shit about getting to work, my man's been hustling trying to get a job. So let's put that mojo out there. Come on, here we go. 10 seconds. Let's go. I'm going to count it down. Positive vibes for Alan Denson to get this job. Here we go. Let's just do it. Come on. You got this, Alan. You got this, buddy. Let's go, baby. Steven the Other Guy, thank you for the 20 bits, buddy. Much love, homie. Hey, Donna, thank you for the 10 bits, sweetie. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Hey, Harper Platinum said, move to Twitch. LOL filmed that whole day. Check out his IG for some more shorts of your camel fun. Oh, nice. Big pineapple. Oh, cool. Word up. I need to go grab some of that. Okay, cool deal. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Yo, Heartthrob. What's up, homie? Philip Bernard said we finally get a Barry film session. It's been a minute. It has really been a minute. I don't know. I need to get back to some of that old school shit we used to do. It's more fun when we do that stuff. Cisco said, Alan, I hope all goes well, man. Treat the interviews like it's treat the interviewer like it's his birthday. Oh, that's really good advice. That's really good advice. What is this? Is this the Camel Race thing? By the way, I just want to point out, there's one picture of me on a camel. I'm definitely not going to show. There's no possible way to take a flattering picture on top of a camel. Every picture I've seen, we all look like we weigh 300 pounds. I was just like, Jesus Christ. I've lost 5 pounds. I look like a fat hippopotamus. Jen said, no, it's not good advice. What? Jen, that's great advice for getting a job. Treat the interviewer like it's their birthday. You walk in, you take a bottle of tequila, you push their chair back with your foot like you're going to do a sexy lap dance. You kick their chair back, you pour a bottle into their mouth, you pin $20 to their chest, and then you grind on their lap until they get a boner. Of course that's good advice. What are you talking about? How do you think I got my last 3 jobs? Come on. All right. What does this link go to? Let's see here. Control. I don't know how to get this. How do I get this link here? Copy. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, it did work. Oh, that's the link to his. Oh, that's just the link to his IG. It's not a link to any particular video, is it? I don't believe it is. Yeah. Oh, it's just slow-mo of horses running. Nice. Fantastic. All right, cool. Did you give Jen a lap dance because she's the boss? Oh, that's cute. No. It's reversed. Just kidding. Barry has had 57 jobs. He knows what he's talking about. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Donna said, in whose world? See? Yeah, Stephen Other Guy said, life coaching by Barry. See? You guys go. You guys get it. All right. Jen said, what? Yeah, exactly. That's how Jen got this job. She came in, kicked my chair back. She was like, happy birthday, Mr. President. And she just started pouring Fireball down my gullet. Happy birthday. It was a whole thing. So, anyways, I try not to make a big deal out of it. It's whatever though, guys. It's all above board. It was a very mature thing, and it's whatever. He was like, bitch, I don't think so. I do not think so. All right, let's get to our sports headlines so we can get into some NFL action. Here we go. All right, here are your sports headlines for the day. Crazy thing is this whole fight thing that went down between South Carolina and LSU. This shit was wild. It was more than just a tussle. There were 6 ejected in the SEC title game, the women's SEC title game. But it was wild and woolly. It was a Donnybrook. They was like Stone Cold Steve Austin came out at one point and slapped 2 beers together. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And look, there were 6 ejected. They had like 5-on-5 at the end. It was wild. I think at the end, one of the coach's comments was, I wish she would have pushed. She pushed like the guard. I wish she would have pushed somebody that was 6'10" or something like that. It was crazy. The craziest thing about this, though, the craziest thing about this fight, because look, Donna, bitches be crazy. The craziest thing about this fight was not the fight itself. I mean, look, fights happen in sports. Females, males, it doesn't matter. Sports are competitive. When the competitive juices are flowing, people are going to fight. I remember, back in my chess club days, shit will get competitive. Knight jumps queen. Rook jumps queen. We all jump queen. Gang bang. You know what I mean? It would just get wild and woolly, and then the fights would break out, and it would just get nuts. But the craziest thing about this that you don't usually see in any fight was that somebody came from the stands to get involved. And it was a dude. A dude came from out of the stands to get involved in the fight between these players. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's not safe at all. That's how, like, that's crazy. That's not good. He could have really been hurt. He could have really got his ass whooped. He definitely should not have gotten out there on the court. Like, that's crazy. Like, somebody should have stopped him. What are you doing, bro? Have you seen these women? Like, no one stopped this man. They just let this dude run on the court. With all of them out there, they just let this man run on the court. He could have been seriously injured. He could have really been injured and hurt, and they just let him run out there like that. And I don't understand this, and it's just wild times we live in, and I don't know. I don't know what to say about it anymore. Yo, what up, Ankerson? That's good to see you, buddy. No, jokes aside, though, he blacked out. Jokes aside, yeah, it was the brother of guard, I don't know how to say it, Flojo? F. Johnson. I don't know. She's the guard for LSU. See, John Dorier knows we need a damn moat. We need a damn moat. You want to jump in on these fights, brother? Swim for it. Although we saw that in Alabama last year. When the hat flies, shit, they're swimming. Yeah. But he was arrested. It was the guard of, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I really need to figure that out. That's a hard ass name. Flaujae. Flaujae. Oh, okay. Flaujae Johnson. It was the brother of LSU guard Flaujae Johnson. He was arrested and charged with assault and battery and disorderly conduct by the Greenville Police Department for his role after his sister was shoved to the court by South Carolina forward Camila Cardosa. It's wild. Like, look, at the end of the day, when you're watching this shit go on, when you're sitting in the stands and you're watching a sporting event, you have to understand it's sports. It's team versus team. Your sister might be out there. Your brother might be out there. Your family member might be on the court, but she has teammates that are probably going to have her back or should have her back. And fact of the matter is, you can't go running out there. I don't care that it's family. I don't care. Plus, you're a dude, bro. You can't be running on the court. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be running on the court in a female basketball game if they're squabbing. What are you going to do? You going to start fighting a chick on the court? What were you going to do? What were you going to do when you got on the court? What were you going to do? Like, really, what were you going to do? I mean, maybe you were just going to pull some people off. Okay, maybe. But even then, you can't just get on the court. That is just ridiculous. He should have been ejected. And you know what? I don't have a problem with him being arrested. I don't know what he did. Now, in this article on ESPN, it says Trayron Milton, 24, jumped over the scorer's table to reach the court. Police say Milton made his way to the court by pushing down an SEC employee and stepping on her shoulder to get past. Milton briefly made contact with Cardoso before he was led away by police. Police said 2 other people jumped from the stands but were stopped by authorities before making it to the court. Online Greenville police records show that Milton remains in jail. Cardoso was ejected for fighting, and 3 of her teammates were thrown out for leaving the bench area. 2 LSU players were who logged minutes in the game were also sent off. South Carolina finished the game with 6 players and LSU with 5. Afterwards, the 6 Gamecocks celebrated their 8th championship of the past 10 years without the 4 sent to the locker room. According to NCAA rules, Cardoso will miss South Carolina's next game, which will be its opening contest in the NCAA tournament. So, pretty wild scene there. Just crazy that you think you can still do shit like that. I don't care if it's family. I don't care. Can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, Stephen, the other guy said, there's the battery part of it. Yep. And hey, AR, I don't know what you sent, bro, but our chat filter just put up 3 stars, so you probably had some curse words in there. Stephen, the other guy said, SEC has some big old gators in their moat. Yeah. Just I was going to say, we swim now. Oh, yeah. When the hat flies? Shit. Don't get it twisted. When the hat flies, yeah. By air, by land, and by sea. We coming, fam. So Fly J. Got it. Thank you, Donna. Is that some Cajun shit, Donna? Is that some... I mean, it's LSU, so if anybody was going to know, Donna was going to know. Sensei Bullrock said, got the sports headlines ready. The NFL said, hold my beer with the insane free agency. Oh, yeah. Well, look, it's a losing battle on day 1 of legal tampering to try to list them. Shit. I'd have been here all day just nope. So, yeah, that's one of those ones where you just go to a website and pull it up, well, a live updated, free agency tracker, and just kind of go through and go, oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Yeah, but trust me. Yeah. Amos said, a 6'8" chick unearths my little sister. I might have to squabble with her. No, bro. No, Amos. You can't fight a chick. You can't do that. It doesn't matter. You know what has to happen if that's the case, Amos? A 6-foot-something chick on your sister's team needs to step up, step in front of your little sister, and defend her. And if she doesn't, then you know who you need to fight? Everybody on your little sister's team for not protecting her. That's who you need to go and fight. Not the 6'8" chick that pushed your little sister to the ground, because that's all it was. I mean, come on, fam. Like, she's probably taking bigger hits and pushes and all that during the game on a hard screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, that's I mean, she did good. She did good. You could see the bottom of her shoes like at one point. She was like, whoop. That shit, she looked like Ray Lewis got like hit her at one point, man. I was like, damn, that hit was legit. Hey, what's up, Houdini? Bro, there's so much going on right now. I was like, there ain't no way I'm trying to put these headlines together. Since I said straight up, man, you're gonna need a lot of cocaine to cover free agency. I ain't even gonna try, bro. Just hit the highlights, man. Trust me. How long have I been doing this, y'all? I started in sports talk radio in 2013. I think 2013. So I've been covering shit like this since 2013. August. Yeah, it was kickoff. First NFL season I covered was 2013. So yeah, I've been covering free agency periods like that for going on 11 years now. And you learn, you just hit the highlights. You skip all the bullshit and talk about the big ones. Till your show's over. And that's what you do. Someone makes that kind of contact with your teammate. Reaction should be automatic to protect your brothers. Yeah, absolutely. That's it. You got to go and protect and defend your teammates, man. Watching the show on my TV on my day off. Hell yeah, Rudy Rob. Appreciate you over there on the YouTubes. By the way, shout out to everybody on YouTube for watching. Appreciate y'all being over there. I see we got 6 folks watching on YouTube. Much love. What is this? Is there problems on Twitch, by the way? I keep seeing a little thing that says I'm having issues on Twitch. Just if there are, just let me know. Everything looks like it's rendering okay. My YouTube always gets a little behind, but everything seems to be okay. All right, so yeah, I think that's good. I think we covered everything from that. Alfred Şengün exited the game versus the Sacramento Kings in a wheelchair, apparent leg injury. They're going to have an MRI for him today. Not good. Old buddy was rolling. No pun intended. Rockets kind of rolling. 1-2 in a row. A couple of good wins. Kind of chasing the Golden State Warriors, who were, not fading, but Steph Curry, you see, I didn't put it on here. I was going to, but then I went ahead and added the Rudy Gobert news instead. But Steph Curry with an ankle issue. Steph Curry with sprained ankle, so he's been kind of hobbled and out. But I wouldn't say the Warriors are fading per se, but they're in the 10 spot, and no telling how long Curry's gonna miss. Warriors right now 33-30. Rockets right now 29-35. Warriors lost 2 in a row. Rockets won 2 in a row. So I'm not saying the Rockets could and would catch the Warriors, but they started to look better. So this is a big blow to that team. And the fact that they had won 2 and the Warriors had lost 2, and they had won 2 on the road, had a nice little road trip. So not great. And I think Fred VanVleet said it best. Injuries are part of the game. You live and learn from that, but we'll see. I didn't expect this team to, at this point in the season, make the play-in game, but you wanted to see them fight for it. So we'll see. We'll see what this team does as far as rallying. They pretty much lost their best player. At the beginning of the season, Fred VanVleet was the best player on this team. Now, there's no doubt it's Alfred Şengün, and now we'll see how long he's going to miss. They thought it was a knee, but you could hear on the broadcast, apparently, I wasn't watching it, but apparently he was talking about his ankle. So you never know. We'll find out. Donna said the entire game was tense between the teams. I'm sure there was jawing in the crowd as well. Oh, yeah. During the South Carolina LSU game? Absolutely. All right. This was kind of interesting. Minnesota Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert fined $100K for doing this to the referees when he got called for his 6th foul, and obviously fouled out of a game. As he's leaving, he does like this to the referees. What's up, Alex Villanueva? Like, oh, you're getting paid. Does like this to the referees, who are like, no, bro, you can't do that to us. If they don't like it, And so he gets thrown out. And he gets teed up and ejected. And he's already out. He's already fouled out. But then he gets fined $100K. Craziness. Absolute craziness. And there wasn't, I think, a minute left or 27 seconds left. Pretty wild. But $100K is a lot of money. But you know what you can't do? You can do a lot of things in the NBA. You can say a lot of things. You could do a lot of things. One thing you cannot do, you cannot insinuate that the refs are being paid off. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you believe. You cannot insinuate that the refs are getting paid. Just can't do it. So, yeah. Bad news for Rudy Gobert. And lastly, on your sports headlines for the day, before we get to the legal tampering, the stupidest name in sports. And I challenge you, chat, come up with a dumber name for something, anything in sports than legal tampering. Go ahead. I'll wait. What's dumber than legal tampering? Can we come up with a top 10 stupidest names in sports? Huh? Can we? What's stupider than legal tampering? What does that even mean? In-season tournament. Well, that kind of makes sense, but I'm not saying I'm saying a term, not a thing, a term. Legal tampering, that doesn't make sense. What is that? That is stupid. That's just called, you can now negotiate without actually signing anything. That's just called, what is that? What is it called when you go, like you visit, like a letter of intent in college, right? You sign a letter of intent, but you don't actually commit. Okay, asshole. Rudy Rod said, Barry on deck. You know what, Rudy? I'm not saying the F word anymore, but if I were, I would tell you to go fuck yourself. Yeah, legal tampering. That's a stupid ass name. All right, last one on the list. U of H claims a Big 12 title. Huge win over number 14 Kansas. Just absolutely rolled them to claim the Big 12 regular season title. Still have the tournament to get to. And quite honestly, there's no doubt U of H is going to be a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. No doubt about it. In fact, I even need to look. Is Jenny still hungover from the Cougs win? Hey, by the way, yeah, I need to mention that. Hold on. Guys, this is how little I follow college basketball. When is Selection Sunday? Was it yesterday? Oh, no, it's next week. Okay. Yeah, because they got to do the tournaments this week. But yeah, Cougs should be a 1 seed for sure. But yeah, they win their regular season Big 12 title. They'll still have the tournament. Sit out the tournament. I don't care. Get bounced in the first round. Doesn't matter to me. Cougs is going to be a 1 seed. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's 17th. As far as Jenny's mom joining the show, a little under the weather, not feeling great. So the chances of her joining are slim. Okay. So don't count on it. If she does, cool. If not, we'll cut her some slack because she hasn't been feeling well, isn't feeling well. So the chances are she won't. Okay. All right. So, yeah, but U of H rolls. Bigly win. Bigly. I wanted to pull up the box score. Are you taking her soup? No. Why would I do that? I offered to take her something if she needed it, but I said, if y'all need anything, let me know. I'll bring it to you. She didn't take me up on that, but no, I'm not taking her soup. Yeah, so 40-21 in the first half. U of H got out to a 40-21 first half lead, Ended up scoring 36 in the second half, held KU to 25 in the second half for a 76-46 win, 30-point victory for the Cougs. And look, that's a good win when you consider, again, we've talked about it on this show. You've probably heard it ad nauseum. But yo, Total Dallas, thank you for the sub, buddy. 25 months in a row, man. Total Dallas, I really appreciate that. But when you consider the injuries and everything else, look, this team can still get after you. And going into the tournament, they still have Shed. They still have LJ Cryer. That's the important thing. They were they were 11 of 29 from three. That'll get it done. And Kansas was 3 of 21 from behind the 3-point line. That will not get it done, and that is how you get beat 76-46. So Jenny is the U of H equivalent of Sister Jean from Loyola. Yes, but if anyone from Philly called my mother the C word, I would fight the entire town. Because that's what they did. Remember when they called Sister Jean the C word? That was crazy. Jenny will be cutting down the nets in April. God, I hope so. I hope so. Did you just call Jenny an old nun? It's plausible. All right, so there you go. There's your sports headlines for the day. Hey, Total Dallas said during his sub, thank you for that, buddy, 25 months. He said U of H is going to do better in the tournament, being more battle-tested. Heck, I sure hope so. Cisco said, you got to get across the moat first, Barry. It's true. It's very, very true. Very true. All right. Let's look at some legal tampering news out of the NFL. And then we will take a quick break. And then we'll get into the Camel Race story. You won't want to miss it, I promise. Let's see. Let's see. Free agency tracker, legal tampering day one. That's the Cincy jungle. I don't want that. Arrowhead Pride. Legal tampering starts at noon Eastern. Hogs Haven. This is just so stupid. Just give me a tracker. 10 hours ago, legal tampering. Blah, blah, blah. Just come on, for the love of Pete. I probably should have had a link ready to go. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what's funny. This is what I don't understand about it. Austin Gale on Twitter has a great point. He's like, we're not even 3 hours into legal tampering, and teams already have detailed multi-year contracts with star players. Teams must be illegally tampering before legal tampering, right? Why doesn't the NFL just move free agency? Duh, Starbucks barista. Can you please leave, sir? But I mean, like, that's true. How do you, how is it possible if legal tampering starts at noon Eastern time and at noon 01, it's like Russell Wilson agrees to a $1.2 million deal with the Steelers, or will sign a what? What? How is that possible? How is that possible? How is that possible? How? CC, I love you. Total Dallas. Cousins to Atlanta. Thank you, Total Ian. Yes, there's been a lot. There has been a lot. Everybody said UH was going to have their hands full with the Big 12. And then they come in and boat race the conference. They sure did. They sure did. Surely they did. Let's see. Yes. Who has a good... CBS usually has a good tracker. CBS NFL free agency tracker. There we go. They usually have a decent, fair to middling tracker. Let's see, Chrome resize. We'll pull that up here. All right, here we go. There we go. Raw, yeah, raw, yeah, raw, yeah. All right, no, don't give a shit about your fiber, yeah. Raw, yeah. All right, here we go. Okay, you guys can just stop shouting shit out in the Total Dallas, Total Ian. You can stop posting shit in the chat. We're about to go through this whole goddamn tracker of 100+ names. You don't have to post them in the chat, fam. We're going to go through them all, folks. Don't worry. I got you. This is not my first free agency period, guys. Jesus. For the love of Pete. Wouldn't it be awesome if, like, during the no, I'm not going to do it. That'll piss CC off. I'd be like, wouldn't it be awesome if there was, like, back in the day, never mind. Back in the biblical times, if they were like, apostles became free agents. Paul's on the move. He's now, Jesus, he's a free agent. All right, Kirk Cousins has signed a 4-year, or will sign a 4-year, $180 million deal with the Atlanta Falcons. So he gone. Sorry, Vikings. You know they're happy. You know the Vikings are happy to be out from under Kirk Cousins, which is wild because I'm a Kirk Cousins fan. I freely admit it. I don't think he's great. I think he's good though. And on the right team, he can make a team that's close. He could get them there. So yeah, Kirk Cousins, although 35 years old, he'll be 39 when this contract is over. I don't know how much is, obviously this doesn't say like, how much is guaranteed and all that, but we'll get to it. So Kirk Cousins, 4-year, $180 million deal. Chris Jones staying with the Kansas City Chiefs, signs a 5-year, I guess I can just look at my screen over here. Or you know what? Technically, I can move it. Fancy pants. Chris Jones signs a 5-year, $160 million deal to stay with the Chiefs. Jags franchise tag Josh Allen. He will get 1 year at $24 million. And Justin Madubuike, 4 years, $98 million. Daniel Hunter hasn't done anything yet. L'Jarius Sneed was tagged by the Chiefs, 1 year, $19.8 million. Jalen Johnson signed a 4-year, $76 million deal. And I'm saying signed, they have a lot of these that were either they've happened before, like franchise tags were done or were committed to prior, but some of these will be signed once free agency period begins. Legal tampering means teams can talk, they can agree, and then once the free agency period begins, for example, Kirk Cousins can talk with the Falcons and they can agree on a 4-year, $180 million deal. They can agree in principle on what that will look like, incentives and bonus clauses and guarantees and outs and all those things. And they put the deal in place. And then when the free agency period actually begins and they get out of legal tampering and can actually sign on the dotted line, that's when they'll do so. Okay. So just so we're clear on that, let's just skip some of this. T. Higgins is staying he was franchise tagged by the Bengals, so he'll get a 1 year, $21.8 million deal. Antoine Winfield Jr. will be a Buck next year. He was tagged as well. Brian Burns was tagged by the Carolina Panthers. I mentioned Jalen Johnson got a 4-year, $76 million deal by the Bears. So they hang on to their cornerback. Christian Wilkins leaves the Dolphins. Sorry, Heartthrob. And will now be a Las Vegas Raider. Got a 4-year, $110 million deal. We knew Mike Evans was staying with the Bucs. Signed a 2-year, $52 million deal. Baker Mayfield. Look at Big Bake. 3 years, $115 million. Woof. I think the Bucks overpaid here, man. That's a lot of money. Lots and lots and lots of money for Baker freaking Mayfield. Woof. But okay. You do you. You do you, Tampa. Michael Pittman staying in Indy, signs a 3-year, $71 million deal, or agrees to, whatever it is. Saquon Barkley not going to Houston. There were a ton of rumors. There was speculation. There were innuendo and rumors of courtship from CJ Stroud and others that Saquon Barkley was being, pursued by players on the Texans. Didn't work out. Apparently, Saquon Barkley has agreed to a 3-year, $37.75 million deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, stays in the division, which I like. All right. He had, I guess, fallen out of favor a bit with the Giants. He wanted to be treated better by the Giants. The Giants, I guess, didn't really like Saquon towards the end there. So kind of interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll see how he's treated in Philly by the fans once he's, banged up a little or whatever. But yeah, pretty interesting that he stays in the division. I do like that part of it. Calvin Ridley hasn't done anything yet. Leonard Williams hasn't done anything yet. Kendall Fuller, Tyron Smith. Robert Hunt is headed to the Panthers. Jonathan Grenard, edge rusher, headed to the Vikings, leaving the Texans, agreed to a 4-year, $76 million deal. Looks like Josh Jacobs will be a Green Bay Packer. Let's refresh this and see if we have any updates on it. How long ago was this updated? Does it say? 1 minute ago. Okay, let's see what updates we got. Nope. Xavier McKinney is going to be a Packer. Still don't have a thing for Josh Jacobs yet. Okay. Bryce Huff's going to be an Eagle. Okay. Not a bad deal there. Kyle Duggar stays in New England. They slap a transition tag on him. Jonah Jackson. Where's he going? It doesn't. 3 years, $51 million guaranteed. Well, it doesn't say. Okay. Sean Murphy Bunting headed to Arizona from Tennessee. All right. Andrew Van Ginkel going to Minnesota. Washington picked up a center. Titans picked up Tony Pollard. Interesting. What are the Cowboys going to do at running back now? That's going to be interesting. What are the Cowboys going to do at running back? Allen said, all right. Back home and time to pour drinks. Good job, buddy. Let's just go. Said, breaking news, Jerry Jones has signed Dan Snyder. Oof. Total Dallas after his first fumble. Forget about it. Nice. We lost 8 spots on defense today, said Heartthrob. FML. I'm kind of pissed about losing Andrew Van Ginkel to the Vikings. Yeah. That's the one thing that's crazy. Miami, of all the, you would think that Miami could maybe fade some, offensive losses and still get better, or, maintain some sort of consistency, but I don't know. Blake Cashman goes to the Vikings, 3 years, $25 million. Vikings making some moves, right? What's crazy, though, is it looks like the Vikings, so they lose Kirk Cousins, but then get better defensively. So they lose Kirk Cousins, but they go out and get Jonathan Grenard, They get Van Ginkel, and they get Blake Cashman. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Ezra Cleveland staying. So there you go. There's Sheldon Rankins hasn't done anything. So there we. Anything missing? Anything? Let's see. Let me see if ESPN free agency tracker. I know Russell Wilson wasn't listed on here. Let me slap this one on here. Source: Packers to sign Josh Jacobs, release Aaron Jones. All right. Source: Cards Bilal Nichols agree to 3-year deal. Texans sign Autry. Where is ESPN's NFL free agency? There we go. Here we go. Devin Singletary headed to the Giants. Okay. Giants are giving former Texans running back Devin Singletary a 3-year, $16.5 million deal. Alrighty. Oh, okie dokie. Let's see. That was compensation update. There you go. Oh, here we go. Brooke Pryor posting: Steelers have agreed to terms with former Texans and Eagles punter Cameron Johnston. No! Oh, God. No! No! The Texans just lost Bill Burr. Oh, God. Why? I liked Cameron Johnson. Actually, he was a pretty damn good punter, but okay. I guess the Steelers got rid of old boy. Forget his name. So, yeah. All right. Cameron Johnston, now a Stilla. Devin Singletary headed to the Giants. Danico Autry to the Texans. Oh! Let's look him up. Let's see here. Xavier McKinney to sign a 4-year deal with the Packers. Let's see. Let's get some particulars on Danico Autry. Let's see. I want to hear Pro Football Reference. I'll get out of here. All right, here we go. He is 33. Okay. First 4 years with Oakland, 3 with Indy, 3 with Tennessee. Jeez, 11.5 sacks with, 11.5 sacks with Tennessee last year. Okay. I think it's definitely gotten better over the years. Hope that continues. Somehow I feel like it won't, but I'll take that. Okay. I'll take that if he's bringing that. He's had 7.5, 9, 8, and 11.5 sacks over the last 4 years. 2018, he had 9. So 2019 was not a great year for him sacks-wise, 3.5. But otherwise, since 2018, he's been 9, 7.5, 9, 8, and 11.5. I'll take that. As a right defensive tackle, right defensive end, left defensive end, and D-line. Okay. I ain't mad at that. Of course, 33? That's a little scurry. Texans don't need a punter. We're not the Cowboys. Damn it. What up, Alec? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. Hey, Titan Hugo, did you like Danico Autry? Was that a guy? Was that did the Texans get a guy? Did they get a guy? Huh? Did they? Let's see. Xavier McKinney to sign a 4-year deal with the Packers. Jeez. Oh, okay. Texans are signing Jeff Okudah to a 1-year deal worth $6 million max value. Kevin Connor and Robert Brown of Unis Sports Management confirms. Okay. Antonio Gibson signed a 3-year deal with the Patriots. Patriots add a running back. Patriots releasing a wide receiver, Devontae Parker. Okay. According to his agent, Alex Essex, the Falcons have agreed to terms with tight end Charlie Warner. Panthers are giving former Dolphins guard Robert Hunt a 5-year, $100 million deal. Bilal Nichols, we got. Vikings agreed to turn to Blake Cashman. We got. Packers assigned Josh Jacobs. We got. Okay. We got Van Ginkel. I think we're caught up now. Giants to Saquon. We got Kirk Cousins. We know that Russ Wilson is headed to the Steelers in a 1-year deal. So we'll get into that and the Kirk Cousins thing here in just a second. I want to take a quick little look here at Jeff Okudah's numbers too. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Was just going to copy and paste his name in here just to pull up his numbers. Still young, 25. All right, dig. So just want to see his interception numbers, And it's not like I'm watching Falcons football every damn week. AJB, what you think? Texans get a player? AJB said 150. What is that? AJB 150. What is that? Jeff Okudah. Drafted by the Lions, 1st round, 3rd overall. Well, started 6 games in 2020, 1 game in 2021, 15 in 2022, 9 games in 2023. That's not exactly great. That sounds like a guy that is either injury prone or has not lived up to potential. So we'll see. Because if you got a guy that was drafted 3rd overall in the 1st round and he's already played for 2 teams and now he's on his 3rd in his 5th year, that's either a bust or could be locker room problems, could be injury prone. I have no idea. As a project though, would they give him? 1-year deal up to $6 million max value. Okay. That's not terrible. That's a 1-year deal. All right. So it's just a, exploratory thing. See what happens. Sounds like he's a flatline. Rudy Rod said. Flatline. All right, let's talk a little bit, now that we got those in, let's talk a little bit about the 2 biggest deals, which obviously involve quarterbacks. And I'll keep an eye on this as we go. Excuse me. And now that we have those, you guys, if you want to post something big in the chat, by all means, please do. Now, feel free. And I'm told Dallas is doing it as I'm pulling up the damn tracker. That's not when it made sense. Now it makes sense to keep us abreast, keep us a boob of what's going on. Gus Edwards signed a 2-year deal with the Chargers. Colts re-signing. Here we go. Damn, things be popping, boy. Devin Singletary headed to the Giants. Steelers agree to terms with Cameron Johnston. Colts keeping more of their own. Indy re-signs Grover Stewart. And Gus Edwards signs a 2-year deal with the Chargers. Okay. Damn, things is just a moving. Christian Walker, Wilkins with the Bears. Okay, so let's talk a little bit Let's talk the Russ deal to the Steelers first, and then we'll talk Kirk Cousins to Atlanta, and then we'll talk Camel Race, because, yeah, that's what really matters. Lordy, what's up, Lordy? Hey, we can talk Saquon too. We can do that, Lordy. Let's talk Russ to the Steelers first. Look, Russ and Sean Payton was oil and water, okay? Now, if Russ is a problem, if Russ is a prima donna, if Russ is an issue in the locker room, the one coach in this league that is equipped to handle that is Mike Tomlin. When you consider how he was able to handle Antonio Brown and the baggage that he brought with him, and Ben Roethlisberger and all the issues that he had off the field and brought with him, and there's been problems in that Steelers locker room. I mean, that man has had a lot going on that he's dealt with in his tenure with the Steelers, and he's, for the most part, been able to keep it in-house and keep it under wraps. And quite frankly, that's why the players love him, is he deals with it, and he's got that locker room still, and they still respect him. Now, the fans might not like him, but you ask those players, and TJ Watt has said this, and JJ Watt has confirmed this on, I don't know if it was a Manning cast or if it was in studio during the playoffs, but he talked about the fact that his brother has said he don't want to play for nobody else but Mike Tomlin. That's it. And kind of like when Max Crosby was saying, I don't want to, if Pierce is not the coach in Vegas, I'm out. I don't want to play for nobody else. And they're just guys you just would run through a wall for and you want to go to war for. And Mike Tomlin is that guy in Pittsburgh. So Russ going there in regards to his attitude and being able to be handled by somebody, couldn't have been a better opportunity or a better matchup for him than going and being with Mike Tomlin and somebody being able to handle Russ's, prima donna style, his need for attention and being coddled and all of that, right? Now, how will the other players handle it? I don't know. We'll see. And maybe he's not like that. Maybe Sean Payton just expected different things out of him. I have no idea. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the locker room. I don't know. I will say this. If anyone's going to get the most out of Russ next season and certainly have high hopes of expectations for Russ, is going to be Mike Tomlin. The concern for me isn't Russ getting coached up. Mike Tomlin, y'all know I'm a stan, boy. I love me some Mike Tomlin. My concern is, does Russ still have it? And a lot of you were like, yeah, if you look Russ, man, down the stretch, Russ was playing. Well, a lot goes into that. What was he playing for? Who was he playing? I didn't break down Russell Wilson's per game performances. So I don't know. Jeff Bell, our resident Bronco fan on this show, could probably do that. I'm not going to go back and do that, but I'll just say this. I don't know if I still believe in Russell Wilson as a viable NFL quarterback in 2024. I don't know. Let me pull up. I want to pull up his chart. He finished the season with 3,070 yards. He played in, let's see. He played in 15 games. He threw for 3,070 yards. That was 19th in the league. He threw 26 touchdowns. That was 9th in the league. 8 interceptions. That was 91st in the league. I don't think that's the case. He had a QBR of 50.7. He had a rating of 98. That's decent. He was sacked 45 times. I mean, statistically, he was in the bottom 10 in a lot of categories, right? Let's see here. In interceptions, he was pretty good, actually. Let me see. In ratings, I wish I could do qualified, but you can't. Because they have Mason Rudolph on this bitch. Man, nobody. They have Kirk Cousins and Jake Browning, and that shouldn't count either. But I'm kind of like just going off of, guys with a significant amount of starts. And Russ's rating was a 98. Now, mind you, his first year in Denver, it was an 84. And that was a terrible year, all things considered. He only had 16 touchdowns, had 11 interceptions. But he threw for 3,500 yards, but that's neither here nor there. They're playing from behind a lot. He had an 84 rating and a 38 QBR. By far his worst year in all those categories. But even in Seattle, on his way out, he only played in 14 games, only had 3,100 yards passing, his lowest of his career except for his rookie year. But his other numbers were still good. But like if you look... To me, what you see starting to decline a little bit is his ratings and his QBR. And I'd be interested to see, which again, I haven't done it, but you just kind of get the feeling, man, Russ has been around since 2012. He's been really durable. He doesn't miss a lot of games. How much does he have left, and how reliable is he still? And I could be wrong. Maybe Russ is old Russ. Maybe Russ finds the fountain of youth. Maybe Russ still has it. It's just Denver was the worst possible thing, for him. The only thing I will say, this is really not a huge risk for the Steelers because the contract is not a huge risk for them. Let me go to Spot Track and pull up the deal because it's a 1-year deal at $1.2 million. The Broncos will be paying like $38 million of it. And at the end of the season, if Russ is washed, if he's mid, if he's meh, you can just move on. You can find another free agent if you want, if you want to go that route. You can just find a new free agent in next year's crop. If you want to look at go that route. Maybe it's time to rebuild. Who knows? Maybe you find next year's Kirk Cousins. Who are the quarterback free agents next year? Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Tua. Justin Fields, Jameis. There's a couple of. I doubt Dak is going anywhere. I feel like Jerry's probably staying with Dak, but maybe not. I can see if Russ doesn't work out and they move on and Jerry's ready to move on from Dak. I can see Dak going to play for Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh in a heartbeat. So something like that could very well happen. That's the beauty of this deal for both parties, right? I saw somebody say this, and this made a ton of sense. we could be seeing the next iteration of Andy Dalton in Russell Wilson. And I was like, wow. I forget where I read that. I'd love to give credit to whoever said that or wrote it. But I was like, yo, that really makes a ton of sense. Although Russ was at Russ's peak, Russell Wilson was infinitely better than Andy Dalton. But that could be where we're at now. Russell Wilson could be the next Andy Dalton, where you just kind of bounce around from team to team that needs a veteran quarterback to be a bridge from, where they're at to where they're headed on a 1 year or 2 year deal or a 1 year with a team option or whatever. So we'll see. But again, I don't, it's weird because could Russ go to Pittsburgh and just find the fountain of youth for the next year, for next season and win 10, 11 games? Absolutely possible. Yes. Could he go and shit the bed? Sure. Maybe so. But I mean, holy hell, if they can do what they did with what they had last year, certainly they could win 1 or 2 more games with Russell Wilson. I just don't know what that Steelers offensive depth chart looks like. Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Calvin Austin, Pat Freiermuth, Najee Harris, Mason Rudolph, and Kenny Pickett was the... I mean, Mason Rudolph's gone. Kenny Pickett's probably the backup. Boy, you talk about not having a lot of weapons. George Pickens had 1,100 yards. That's pretty dope. He's pretty good. Yeah, Jared Taylor said Fitzmagic was the ultimate bridge guy. Fitzmagic was the ultimate, journeyman guy, right? I wouldn't even say bridge guy. Fitzmagic was just like shit, we don't know what to do. We don't know what we want to do. We just need a body guy, almost. He was almost like we're going to try this person out, and you're our plan B. You're just, I don't know. He was like, shit, you just come in, and if nothing else, we know we can go 8-8 with you. If Dak goes to Pittsburgh, that's a for sure sign the Steelers are going through a rebuild. See, it's the same thing. Dak and Kirk Cousins are the same to me. Although I think Dak has a better chance of winning a Super Bowl than Kirk Cousins, but call me crazy. I don't think I'd love anything more than that, Tony the Handsome. What? As an NFL fan, I'd like to see Dak sign a 10-year extension with the Cowboys. You guys are haters. Haters, I say. You know what I think would be the most hilarious... I think would be the most hilarious thing in the whole wide world Kirk Cousins has gone to Atlanta. If Dak Prescott went to the Steelers next year, Russ flames out. Dak says, screw it. Jerry Jones moves on. Dak's like, oh, you guys don't like me? That's okay. Cool. He's like, I'm going to go play for Mike Tomlin. And he leaves, and they, because Russ sucks. Russ doesn't have it. He's lost it. The wheels come off. Steelers, first losing season of Mike Tomlin's history. They win 3 games. They had second pick in the draft a receiver, get a weapon, sign Dak, right? I would love it if Dak Prescott leads the Steelers to a Super Bowl facing Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons. Jesus Christ, that would be the most amazing thing in the whole wide world to me. Oh my God. How funny would that be when you'd have two of the most ridiculed quarterbacks over the last however many years? The most maligned quarterback. They can't win. They're just regular season winners. And once you get them in the playoffs, they shit the bed. And they both leave their respective teams. And as soon as they're gone, they lead them to victory. God, that would be hilarious. So funny. So let's talk a little bit while we're here about Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta. I think Kirk Cousins needed a fresh start. I do. Yeah. Cisco said that would be the first Super Bowl that ends in a 3-3 tie. First of all, you can't have a Super Bowl end in a tie, Cisco. This ain't soccer, dumbass. Oh, speaking of that, guys, breaking news. Started watching Ted Lasso. Holy shit, that's a good show. Why didn't anybody tell me Ted Lasso was so good? I mean, Donna has been telling me. Oh my God. Ted Lasso is amazing. I love Ted Lasso. What a fantastic series. What just absolutely fantastical. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Tony said we did. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Tony. Donna did. Donna did. Donna did. Cece did. You didn't, Tony. You didn't say it. Jared did. Jared told me. Cece told me. Donna told me. You never said a word, Tony. You never said a word. It's gross that you never told me. Can't even believe it. Tony said throws challenge flag. That's hilarious. That is too funny. All right. Let's. Oh my God, I love Ted Lasso. I just finished season 1. So good. It's good. I never understand a fucking thing they say though. Really, Jared? I haven't had a problem at all. And I'm older than you, bro. Like, I have to watch half of my shows I read half of the shit I watch. That reminds me of a joke. Old. Oh my God, no. A big ass pimple on my neck. There was a comedian, he moved to New York. He doesn't even do comedy anymore. Del Cheeseman did. Where he would talk about, he'd just turn on subtitles. And then people would be like, oh, I read that. He would just tell people he read Lord of the Rings. Ooh, what Kirk Cousins' deal means for Falcons, Vikings, and Justin Fields. Oh, how will Kirk Cousins fit into Atlanta? What will the Vikings do at quarterback? How does this, as well as the Steelers landing Russ, affect the market for Bears quarterback Justin Fields? Okay. Bengal safety Geno Stone agreed to a 2-year, $15 million deal. We know Gus Edwards has got a 2-year deal with the Chargers. All right. It has slowed down significantly since. So nothing major on the ESPN front. Just a FOIA. So let's talk a little bit about Kirk Cousins. All I know about Ted Lasso is the dart game. Yeah, that was a really good scene. It's a really good scene. It's a great show for people dealing with mental health issues. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, so far it's been really good. It's been really good. It makes you, I'll say this about watching Ted Lasso. It kind of just makes you want to be a better person. It just makes you want to be nice to people. Every time I watch, I'm just like, I need to be better. I need to be nicer. And then I read a message from Alex Villanueva, and I'm like, fuck. I hate him. Just forget it. I quit. Never mind. Let's see. I want to see something. Stats open. Let's go. Team offensive leaders complete. Passing. Okay. So last year, the Falcons were 11th worst in passing. The Vikings were 5th in passing. Now, I will say, it's quite a significant difference in talent. I mean, Justin Jefferson and TJ Hawkinson and Jordan Addison and KJ Osborne. I'll take that wide receiver room, and of course TJ Hawkinson's a tight end. Over Drake London and Van Jefferson and Kadero Hodge and Kyle Pitts, of course. But nonetheless, Desmond Ridder didn't help. Joshua Dobbs was there for a bit. But, Kirk Cousins was only there for eight games. So it's not like he was there for a whole season either. But that just shows you what having a fantastic wide receiver room can do. This is exactly what I think Kirk Cousins needed for him. However, I think what we're going to find out about Kirk Cousins is how much of the last few years, at least since 2020, how much of that has been Kirk Cousins, and how much of that has been Justin Jefferson? Because Kirk Cousins, since he got to Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken, he's always had one of the best receivers in the league. He got there in 2018. And here, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We're going to go on a little hunt here. Here we go. Let's see. Stats. He got there in 2019. Is that what I said? Let's see. So Justin Jefferson got there in 2020. Okay, and he had 1,400, 1,600, 1,800, and 1,074. Obviously been one of the best in the league to do it. Now, he was out. Only played in 10 games. But let's see. 2019. Yeah. You had Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, Kyle Rudolph. Boy, it's pretty fantastic, right? So that's since 2019. Kirk Cousins has had one of the best receivers in football to throw to. Now, you could say, well, I mean, don't be so critical. If you look at Kirk Cousins' history, you go all the way back to Washington, when he was 2015, he threw for 4,100. 2016, he threw for 4,900. That's still his best year in the league as far as passing yards. He hasn't even come close to that. Well, I don't even know who was on his team that year. Hell, I don't even know. I don't even know how you get to that. I guess you'd have to go to Commanders. Let's see, NFL. Oh, where are you at? There we go. 2015. Stats. Who was the Jordan Reed. What the heck? How is that even possible? How is that possible? It says 4,100. Oh, 2016. I'm on the wrong damn. Who do you have there? Oh, Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson, Jamison Crowder, Jordan Reed. Oh yeah, that's a pretty darn good receiving core there. You had Robert Kelly, Matt Jones. Okay, that's not bad. That's a pretty darn good receiving core there too. Pierre Garçon, Deshaun Jackson, Jamison Crowder, Jordan Reed, Vernon Davis. Not bad at all. But dude almost threw for 5,000 yards in Washington too. So, hey, look, he's had good receiving cores, but I mean, it's kind of a chicken and egg scenario, right? Has Kirk Cousins benefited from good receivers? Has he made good receivers great? I tend to believe that he has benefited from having some of the best receivers in football, at least since he's been in Minnesota. What we're going to find out is just how good Kirk Cousins is once he gets to Atlanta and realizes I don't have one of, if not the best receiver to throw the ball to. Because he's not going to have that next year. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to go get one at the year after that. But we're going to see what he's really made of next year. And that's what I think is going to be the true test of what Kirk Cousins is. We'll find out. I tend to think I think he's going to have a down year. I think Russ is going to have a bounce back year in Pittsburgh. So I think that's going to be interesting. I could be wrong on both accounts, but that's kind of how I see next year playing out for both of these guys. We'll find out. All right, let's do it. That's kind of the NFL free agency, some of the bigger news names around the league. That's a good scene. I like that Ted never changes. I like that Ted never changes, and it is story-driven that doesn't rely on any of the outrageous shit you see on the show. True. Story is based on a basketball coach Jason Sudeikis had in high school. No shit? I didn't know that. He may still have one of the best mismatches in Kyle Pitts, though. Well, that's true, Catfish. That's pretty true. Gardner Minshew to the Raiders. Okay, we said big news. Total Dallas. Big news. Gardner Minshew to the Raiders is not exactly big news. Okay? Not exactly big news. All right, here's what we're going to do. I've drank almost this whole thing of water. In fact, I'm just going to finish this now. I can't really chug with this bottle. It's not a chug bottle because the damn. All right, I've drank this. Steven said, and now you have a raging boner. No, but I'm going to go pee because I've drank this whole thing of water. So I'm going to go pee real fast. And then when I come back, we're going to talk about the camel races and we're going to talk about greatness. Oh, was that a sneak preview? What? Yes, it was. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in the presence of greatness, and greatness shall return shortly. Yeah, we'll come back in just a second. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go pee. I've got video of the race. I've got the whole race. We're going to watch the whole race. It's a film sesh because there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit happening in this race. And I'm going to go grab a shot glass because we got a birthday to celebrate. I mean, it happened on March 8th, and, you know, it was my bad. because I missed it. But we're gonna get it in. We gonna get it in. So don't you go anywhere. We are gonna come back. I've got the story of what happened, and it's a wild one. It's pretty crazy. You don't want to miss it. I promise you that. So we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go pee. We're gonna come back, and if we have time, I have a bonus video of one of our own's little one. Busting some muttons. I might have stolen it and didn't get permission to use it, but it don't matter because it's a cute little video and we might watch that too. What? You don't go anywhere. This is Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. You stick around because we are coming right back. Hang tight.
I got your bitch sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope.
back to hour 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, I don't know why you would leave. Really not necessary. Could have hung out. Could have stuck around. Yo, what's up, Joe Bro? Good to see you, buddy. All right. It's about that time, ladies and gentlemen. What the heck is going on here? I have to figure out how am I going to do this? I have to figure out how to get a video. How do I get this video off my phone and to my my computer. Let me see. Hold on here. Let me see. I should have thought this through better. Imagine that. This man did not think it through. Go figure. Let me close this damn window. Okay. Yeah. So Nora airdropped all this shit. Email it to yourself, then download it. Got a cloud account. Oh, I do have a cloud account. Yeah, I'll just upload it to the cloud. Good call. Good call. Yep, I'll just upload it to my Google Drive. But where's the one that my oh, there we go. That's the best one. Okay. Yep, and while it's uploading to my Google Drive, I will tell the story, and then I can show the video. Easy. There we go. Drive. Why is it preparing? What for, sir? Cancel. Stop it. Stop it. All right. So some of you may know, some of you may not know. Jeff Bell said, great race. Were you there, Jeff Bell? Did you go? Jeff Bell, were you in the building, buddy? Did you go? Put it on YouTube. I could. I guess I could. Did you go, Jeff Bell? What? Jeff Bell was there. Were you just at the track hanging out? What's the deal? What's the deal, man? Let's see where I'm gonna put this in the Barry on Deck folder. Yeah, just upload it to the root there. There we go. Add, upload a file, photos and videos. Okay, this is way more complicated than I thought it would be. Shit, I think that's it. Okay. So, made a dig out of it with myself. Dude, that's badass. Should have came and found me. I'm ruining my headphones with this stupid ass helmet. I put the helmet on because, you know, thought I'd wear the uniform of a champion. I forgot how much it hurts my goddamn head. Would you have a fun time though? At the racetrack? It's a good time, man. Going to the racetrack. You can search PH for man shows woman how to ride a camel hard and fast. Okay. That seems super weird, sir. That seems awfully weird. It's a fun time at Sam Houston Race Park, by the way. Shout out to Sam Houston Race Park, Cindy and crew. I want to thank them for the hospitality first and foremost that they showed me and my wife and my sister-in-law Nora and Nancy and myself. We had a fantastic time, and they treated us exceptionally well. And couldn't have been better hosts for us. So thank you to Cindy and crew for the way they treated us. Now that that's out of the way, let's get down to brass tacks. So I I was up against, and I want to get the names right here. I don't want to disparage the good name of anyone that was in this race. And I know two of them for sure, but I want to get the name of the other fine young lady that was in it. It was myself, the four participants, and we each ran this race for charity. It was me, your boy, the only man in the race, by the way, and this is important, and we'll get to that in a second, but it was me running, representing CW39, and I was representing Sports Saturday. My charity was Camp Hope. Rebecca Canis was running. She was representing Sam Houston Race Park, and her charity was Second Chance. You had Sophia Ojeda from KPRC, and her charity was Be a Champion. And I believe Sophia Ojeda is the morning news anchor. And Brittany Taylor, also from KPRC. She is the digital reporter, I believe, for KPRC. And her charity was Inspiration Ranch. So myself, Rebecca, Sophia Ojeda, and Brittany Taylor. Now, let's see. Hey, what's up, Crystal? No wonder Sophia wasn't at work today. Bruh. Let me tell you how sore I have been the last 2 days. I'm a wreck. Seriously. I should have done some Kegels. I have no idea. My thigh, from my taint to my toes, it hurts so bad. So bad. Brother Reyes, I love the new photo, by the way. From taint to toes, I am sore. I feel like I've been in a car wreck. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely feel like I have been in a car wreck. Just awful. So yeah, not a good, it sucks, but it was fun. Okay. I'm trying to find, there's a reason I need to find a particular photo. Let me see here. Nora had taken a bunch of them. Well, no. Okay, I can use that. Okay, I'll use that. All right. So I show up to Sam Houston Race Park, got my helmet, because they said this time around, I hadn't been since 2018. That was the last time that we raced camels. And of course, I'm a reigning, defending, undisputed champion, right? And returning. So I get there, we check in, we go up to the suite. I signed the waivers, a lot more words this time, a lot of words. It was a little more concerning. I don't remember that many words on the waiver last time. I really felt like something happened between the last time I had signed the waiver and signing the waiver this time, because there sure was a lot more words, which a lot more concerning for sure. But I signed it all. Whatever. I'm tough. I don't care. Nothing going to happen to me. I do remember last time I rode, though, almost falling out of the saddle. If we can call it a saddle, it's really just a roll cage. That's all it really is. And it's not even really a roll cage because it's just on half of the camel. It's not on this side, but it is on this side. So you've got a little bar. If I can find a picture of one of the camels. That's a no. That chick works there. She's not a camel. Let's see. Nope, that's me, not a camel. Also not a camel. But anyways, they have like a a cage that you sit in there, right? So, AV has a taint balm you could borrow. I bet he does. I'm probably using it right now, though. He's on his period. Anywho, they have a bar on one side, and I was trying to give instructions to the ladies because they had never done this before. This was all their first time. I had, me being, of course, a returning champion. I admit they were a little intimidated. Who wouldn't be? Anyways, so I signed the waivers, and Sophia was in the suite already. The last guy who rode probably lost a testicular. I ain't gonna lie, Amos, I swear to God, as soon as we took off, that was the first thing that I remember was like, oh yeah, that's what I remembered. This hurts your balls more than anything. Jesus. Oh my God. My balls. Like, that was the first thing I did when you finish, as soon as you get down, I was just like, come on, get out of here. Get out of there. You just got to drop them down. Just, get out. You got to knock them balls back down because they are literally nestled up in your belly button when you're done. But I signed the waivers, and then, I thought the camel was going to spit on you. Oh, we're getting there. So we're up in the suite, and Sophia is a nervous wreck. And I'm talking to her, and I'm like, it's not that bad. It's just, it's a little nerve-wracking. It's a little crazy. And I'm trying to give her some tips, but I'm like, just hang on. What's up, Mines? And I'm like, just hang on. And, it's fun. It goes fast. And I was telling her what happened last time. And I told her what happened last time is I was racing Melissa Wilson and just two other random workers from the track. But the two media personalities in the race last time was me from ESPN 97.5 and Melissa Wilson from Fox 26. And her and I were winning last time. But last time, she was beating me. But right at the end, her camel just took a U-turn and just started heading the other way. And that's the reason I won. And so Sophia was laughing, and so it's whatever. So Cindy comes in, and they do like a pre-race discussion. They're like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down, and we're going to take you to the pen where they keep the camels, and you're going to meet all the camels. You're going to have a chance to get to know them. And I was like, this kind of feels like speed dating, but okay. This is weird. It's like you're going to get a little time with each camel and, get to know them a little bit. And then you'll talk to I don't know what they're called. Camel wrangler, camel rustler, whatever. Camel boss. I don't know. But you'll talk to him. And then he'll give you some instructions. And then what you'll do is you'll wait. And then you're going to hear them say 2 minutes to race 6. And then we'll all meet at the winner's circle. What we'll do at that time is we will all get in the winner's circle. We're going to announce you. And we're going to announce your charity. You're going to get on the camels. We're going to walk you down to the starting gate. You're going to get off the camel. We're going to load the camels in the starting gate. You're going to get back on the camel, open the gate. The race starts. The race ends. You get off the camel. Done. That is the agenda. And if it went like that, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Because, of course, it couldn't go like that. Not for me. Oh, hell no, not for me. So, so we go down to the pen, okay? They take us down, and, well, first this year they had they had helmets for everybody, which was dope. So they're under new management. They have a new GM, and I got to meet him. Super nice guy, great guy. I got to meet him and his wife and his family. I was hanging out in the suite next to ours with his family, in fact. Great people. And they were all lovely. And so that was why they did charity. Last time I was there, we didn't even get to run for charity. So it was super cool. But they had helmets for everybody. But I had mine. I'd brought it. So yeah, super cool, right? So we go down. We're walking and the girls are all nervous. And I'm like, look, here's the thing. It's really crazy. The big deal is, just listen to what they tell you. But I promise you, as soon as that gate opens, you're going to forget everything they've told you. Once that gate opens, I was like, I have a video of me. I had a GoPro last time. And it's just me going, oh God, oh God. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh God. It kind of sounds like I'm having sex with the camel, but I'm not. And it's just, you forget everything. It's just, you're holding on for dear life until the race is over. And that's all you can think of is just don't let go, because you can't steer the camels. It's not like riding a horse where you have reins and you pull left, you pull right. It's none of that. You just grab this bar and you just hang on. And the camels do all the work. That's it. All the work. So we're headed down. And by the way, they name the camels. How high up are you? That's a good question, H-Town dude. So these camels are pretty tall. They have to help you up. It's taller than a horse. To get down, this is a little jump. I want to say, you're probably sitting at about at least, Jeff said 8-9 feet. Yeah, I would say, oh shit, let me see. I'd say closer to 7 feet. I'd say closer to 7 feet. You probably sit at about 7 feet. I'm looking at one now. You can kind of see, there's a picture, right? So you can kind of see where, you can kind of see, well, hold on. I wanted to show you a picture of well, there you go. So that dude is probably, I don't know, he's probably, let's just guess, 6 foot. And then you're sitting on that hump. So that's probably another foot and a half. So maybe 7.5 feet. And that's that roll cage, right? So you're sitting to the right of his hump. So the hump's in the middle. And you're sitting over here on this thing. And then, so on the backside over there is like a bar. If you lean left, your ass is falling out. If you lean right, that roll cage will protect you. It'll catch you. If you get your arm underneath it, it'll at least keep you from falling out. H-Town dude said I've fallen off of 2 horses I've ever been on, so no way do I want to try this. It's scary. It's when you're on it, it's frightening a little bit. So she's gonna hate me for using this picture, but I don't give a fuck. So we walk down to the pen, right? And it's the same dudes I remember from 2018. It's the same dudes. It's this old grizzly white man, old grizzly cowboy white man. Oh, and what they tell you is they're going to match us up with the appropriate camel. So they say what they're going to do is they try to they want to match you up with a camel that fits your skill set. In other words, they ask you some questions to figure out, are you an experienced rider? Are you an experienced athlete? Because they want to determine which camel to put you on based off of your experience, right? And I told Nora and Nancy, my sister-in-law, I said, I'm the only dude in this race. I'm obviously muscular, strapping, strong, really strong, handsome, fit. Did I mention strong? Strapping man. They're going to automatically give me the wildest, craziest, most difficult camel to handle of the four. They're not going to give that to one of the females. They're just not going to do it. If there was another dude, and between the two of us, maybe he was more fit, more athletic, maybe had, 43-inch biceps instead of 42. Sure, maybe so. They would give it to him. But the fact that I've got this, jacked body, you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting the crazy camel. There's just no doubt about it. So as we were leaving, I told Nora, I'm lying on my resume. Okay. When they start asking questions, I'm gonna be like, I got scoliosis, and I'm like making shit up. I'm gonna start lying. I'm gonna start telling them all kinds of bullshit. You're not giving me the crazy camel just because I'm the only dude. Okay? So we get down to the pen, and they're like, y'all wanna go in there and meet the camels? I was like, yeah. So we all get in there and we're mingling with the camels, and they don't give a shit. Well, actually, I take that back. That's all they do is give shits and peas. These are the most shitness ass animals I have ever seen in my whole life. That's all they do. The whole time we're in there is they just pee and poop the entire time. I was like, man, I don't know what they store in the humps, but I'm pretty sure it's just poo-poo and pee-pee, because that is all that came out of these camels the entire time. I have the video proof of it. It is just literally every video I have in the background is one camel or another just relieving itself the entire time. And we were in the tent for a good solid 25, 30 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, what are y'all feeding these camels? This is crazy. It was wild. It was impressive is what it was. I was like, yo, I don't know. I need to get on whatever these camels are eating because they are regular. Okay. But then they all start, I think I want this one. I think I want that one. Now, Cindy, the lady that runs it, had told me a story before we went down. She said, she goes, you're with Channel 39? I said, yeah. My two co-hosts, Jerome and Giselle, were here last night. And I said, and I understand that Giselle won and she beat Jerome. And Cindy goes, oh, poor Jerome. He has been running in these camel races for years now. It must be 6, 7, 8 years now that he's been running these camel races, and he has never won one. Not one time has he won a camel race, and he wants to win one so badly. And he was just trying to get the best, fastest camel last night, and he just, and I was like, what? And I remember he texted me, and he was like, man, they gave a brother the slow white camel. And he's like, man, they put me on this raggedy ass camel. And Giselle was texting me. We got a group chat. And she was like, it was so funny. Jerome's camel just walked the whole race. Like, as soon as the gate opened, he just kind of half trotted, half walked the whole way. So I was like, which one? It was the white one. I was like, yo, I don't want the white one. That's all I know. Because I do want to win. I just don't want the crazy camel. But I was like, yo, that white one, if you ladies are scared, that white one kind of walks. It's slow. And now that I'm psyching them out because they're like, are you lying? I'm like, no, I'm telling you. My co-host Jerome was here last night. He got the white camel. And he was bitching because he came in last because it walked. And he was mad. And I asked the guy, I was like, the white one came in last night, right? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, it's slow. It's she was like, I don't believe you. And they were like, I think you're psyching us out. That's probably the crazy one. I was like, I'm just telling you, the white one's the slow one. So now they think that I'm in their head. And I'm like, why would I be in your head? Like, I don't know these camels. Like, we don't hang out. So now the camel wrangler calls us over. He's like, all right, y'all come here. We need to talk for a second. And he says, okay, let me ask you guys a few questions. So we can determine what camel each of you will ride. Alex said, by the way, I forgot to say fuck. We re-signed Baker. Yeah, I didn't like it. Sucks for you and the Bucks, Alex. But he says, all right, so he goes, first things first. Let's talk about how to ride these camels when you're racing, okay? He said, listen, there's two ways to ride the camel. When you get in the saddle, you can either put your feet straight down. If you put your feet straight down, you grab the bar, the front circle with both hands. You have to sit straight up. Do not lean forward. If your feet are straight down, you will lose your balance. So if your feet are straight down, you grab that bar, but try to sit up as much as possible. So the other option, and I don't recommend it, but if you keep your feet back, you need to lean forward as you grab the bar. So if your feet are backing up, like you're kind of like on a motorcycle or something back, then that's when you lean forward on the hump more. I recommend you put your feet straight down. It's the best way to keep your balance. Balance is key on this. Balance is everything. If you keep your balance, you'll be okay. He's like, that's the most important thing I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your balance. And then he got quiet. Hey, what's up, Paul? Paul's asking, I was in a camel race on Saturday, so I'm telling this story. So he said, it's very important. This is the most important thing. Keep your balance. He goes, so when you're in the chute, the stalls are very tight when we get to the starting gate, right? So you're going to have to start with your feet up because there's no room to put your feet down. So when your feet are up, but as soon as you clear that gate, you shoot those feet straight down, you sit up as straight as possible, and you'll be able to keep your balance. You keep your straight, right? You keep that posture straight. You keep your balance. You guys got it? Now, y'all know I got ADHD. So as he's saying that, I'm like, man, I remember last time I was leaning and shit because I had my feet, and I remember that bar is the only thing that kept me on the camel because I remember I had my feet. So I'm not listening to what this man said at all. I'm just thinking about the last time I rode these funky ass camels, how I almost fell off this camel during the race. Because I didn't listen to what this man said the last time I rode the camels. But here I am again. This man is telling me, and I'm not listening again because I'm thinking about the last time not listening. And so he goes, got it. Okay. And he goes, you and you. And he points to Me, you know what? I'm gonna put this on screen. Let me just email this to myself real quick. I just have to do this. I'm sorry. I have to do this the right way. Shit. So in the meantime, I'll tell you something else. So he says, he starts asking, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on? He starts asking us, he says, how many of you, why no footage bear? I'm going to get to it, Titan Hugo. Hold on. This is not, you know, my stories ain't no 2-minute stories, bro. Do you know Damado? No, I don't. Mattery, I don't. He asks, do you, how many of you have ever ridden a horse? And now we're at the interview portion, right? And I'm like, this is what I told, like, this is how you end up getting the crazy camel. So he goes, how many of you have ever ridden a horse? And I was like, I've ridden horses before. Now, I'm not like an equestrian dude or anything like that, but I was like, nah, you're not getting me on these interview questions. So he was like, how many of you have ever ridden a horse? And I was like, no, I've never ridden a horse. And he was like, okay. And the one chick that's not with media, the one chick that has, what did I tell you her name was? Hold on, let me get back to it. Rebecca. She was like, oh, I've ridden horses quite a bit. He goes, okay. He goes, how many of you have ever ridden like 4-wheelers or motorcycles? And I was like, oh, nah, I've never done that. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that plenty. But I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. You're not getting me on that either. So I was like, no, I've never really done that. And they also, everybody's like, they're all like, no, not really. I've never done that. And I was like, okay. And then he goes, how many of you have ever been water skiing? In which I'm not like I don't go water skiing all the time, but I've done it I've done it a lot, more so when I was a kid. But I was like, nah, I've never water skied. How many of you have ever been snow skiing? I was like, nah, I've never done. I'm saying I've never done any of this stuff. I've done all of these things, all of them. But I'm like, you're not giving me the crazy camel because I already know, being the only man in this camel race, I'm going to get a crazy one no matter what. So I'm already lying on the resume like I said I was going to do. I'm like, no, I've not done any of this, right? And all the other girls are saying no except for Rebecca. So Sophia is saying no. Brittany is saying no. But Rebecca's like, yeah, I've done this. So they give us, they figure that out. And now remember, they had told us how to ride the camels, right? And then remember they said, when you get on the camel, shoot the legs down. Balance is the most important thing. And right before we leave, he goes, you and you. And he points to me and he points to Brittany Taylor, this chick. He points to me and he points to Brittany Taylor. Now, she's going to hate me because I'm using this picture with her eyes closed. I was taking a picture in the camel pen. He goes, you and you. Y'all have the same body. So what? Fucking what? And we both go, excuse me? And she's like, I beg your pardon. I'm like, what? He goes, y'all have the same body. Y'all are probably going to be the ones that have balance problems. I was like, hold up. What? Player what? What? He goes, y'all are going to be the ones that have balance problems because y'all have the same body. I was like, okay, We were shook. We were shook. Do you hear me? Shook. I mean, I don't know a damn thing that man said after he said, you and y'all have the same body type. My shit, you ever watched a movie? You ever watched a war movie when like a bomb goes off and then they come back and all you hear is wee, and they're mimicking like ringing in the ears? Yeah, that was all I heard. He was like, you and y'all have the same body type. Wee, and I could see his mouth moving. I couldn't hear shit. I'm looking at her hips and I was like, what the fuck? And she's looking at me and I was like, we were shook, I tell you, shook to our core, shook. It hurt. It hurt me. It hurt her. We didn't know what to do. And like, he didn't blink. Like, it wasn't like he was like, I'm just like, He meant it. He meant it. He meant every word of it. He meant it. He meant it so hard. He meant it so much. He meant it so much. He just meant it. He's like, y'all are going to have balance problems. Any questions? And I wanted to be like, yeah, bro, what the fuck, man? Like, you really think I got hips like that, bro? You really think I got hips like that, bro? You really think I got like curves like that? But I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to be disrespectful to Brittany's body. You know, but I was just like, bro, I ain't like. So remember now, this man has gone through and told us all the instructions on how to ride. And when he was telling us that, I'm not paying attention because I'm thinking back to how I wasn't wearing this shirt, Deco. Yet, damn it, bro, I've changed outfits since Saturday. What the fuck? Well, you think I stayed in this all weekend to tell this story? Come on, bro. You got to use your brain a little bit. So you got to think back now. As he's telling us how to ride and shooting us did, I wasn't listening. So I was like, yeah, I have one question. Could you go over everything you said? This man was so mad. He goes, what? I was like, I'm serious, man. I didn't hear a damn thing you said about how to ride these camels. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, man, look, I got ADHD. And when you were telling us about how to ride and keep the balance, now that you've already said me and her have the same body and that I'm definitely going to lose my balance. When you were saying that last time I was here and did this, I almost fell off the camel. So when you were talking about it, that's what I was thinking about. And I wasn't really paying attention to what you were saying. So, oh my God, y'all, I thought this man was going to stab me. He was so mad. But he goes over it again, and we get ready to leave, and all the girls were like, "I'm so glad you asked, because I was so nervous, I couldn't even listen to what he was saying, and he was going so fast, because he doesn't tell you. He just goes, all right, get on, you got to throw your legs down, you got to sit in the magnet, and you stick them up, and you paint it, and you got to keep your balance. Balance. If you don't have your balance, you're going to fall off the camel, you shoot your legs down, and you got to stick them back. Balance. Any questions?" And you're like, whoa, bro, like, whoa. So we get ready to leave, and Cindy comes up. She goes, hey, what horses did y'all pick? And we were like, what? We get to pick? And she was like, well, you're supposed to have your horse assigned. So she goes over to them, and she goes, hey, what horses are they riding? And so they just started assigning horses, and they line us up. And they go to one dude and they're like, who does what? And then they're like, all right, she's going to get this horse. He's going to get this horse. She's going to get this one. So they assign our horses, right? So they're like, all right, we're going to get ready to run soon. So y'all just go hang out by the winter circle. Cool. So we go to the winner's circle and we're kind of hanging out. And that's what I'm kind of telling the girls. I'm like, look, it goes fast. All right. What'll happen is, you'll be in the starting gate. You're going to, as soon as you sit down, it's going to feel like, it's going to be like 3, 2, 1, bam. And then as soon as you take off, you're going to literally forget everything that man just told us. You're not going to remember a damn thing. But all I'm going to tell you is when you're hanging on to that circle, okay, if you feel yourself leaning, if you feel like you have to lean, if you feel, just lean to the right, because that's where that bar is, and you can just put your arm on top of it and you won't fall out. You might be hanging on that. You might be hanging, but at least you won't fall off. Okay. They're like, okay. I was like, just lean to the right. And Sophia was so nervous. She started stretching and shit in the winner's circle. She's like, oh my God. I was like, girl, what are you doing? She's like, I'm just nervous. She started stretching and shit. And I was like, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's exhilarating. I was like, you know what it's like? It's like a roller coaster that you've never been on. And it's like a big, scary roller coaster. I'm like, you're waiting in line. The anticipation is the worst part. And that's what scares you the most. And then you get in and you're sitting there and they strap you in and that's so scary. And then when it takes off, you just lose your shit and you're just so scared. And then the ride goes so fast. And then when it comes to a stop and you get out, you're like, oh my God, let's do it again. She goes, really? I was like, that's exactly what it's like. She goes, okay. So we're at the winner's circle and now it's time for the camel races, right? So they put us in the winner's circle and they go, all right, we're going to put you on your camels one by one. And the guy goes, here's what we do. And they don't give you, the whole thing, the whole bad thing about this is they don't give you detailed instructions because they do this so much that they assume everybody knows this shit, but nobody knows this. They just assume, right? So this one guy goes, all right, I'm going to be putting you guys on your camel one by one. Now, mind you, we just talked about, this is about 7 feet in the air. And he goes, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to come, when I call your name, you're going to walk to your camel. I'm going to hold my hands out like this. You're going to fold your leg in half. So he wants you to like a flamingo, right? You fold your leg up at the knee and point your foot down. You're going to put that, like your ankle in my hand, and then I'm going to lift you up. He goes, but grab the camel and pull yourself up on it. And so I get over there and he goes, grab the camel. And I'm like, where, bro? Do you know how much camel there is? There's a lot of goddamn camel. What am I grabbing? Do I grab the fucking hump? Do I grab the tail? Do I grab the midsection? Do I grab the cage? What part of the fucking camel am I supposed to grab, bro? He goes, grab the camel. I'm like, I don't know where to grab. He goes, grab the camel. And he's like, foot. And I'm like, so I'm just like holding on to the hump, like right in the middle. And I've got my foot up and he's grabbing and he just starts throwing. He's just pushing me and I'm like holding onto the hump and I'm just like pulling myself up on this camel. I must have looked like a complete fool as I'm getting up on this damn camel, right? So I get up on the camel and then they put us all up there. Now they've told everybody, all right, Barry is riding for Camp Hope and Sophia's riding for whoever she's riding for and Rebecca's riding for whoever and Brittany's riding for whoever. And what they do is they tell you the name of each camel also. Now, I had named my camel. I was like, I don't give a shit about their names. I named my own camel. Last time I rode, I named my camel Alexander Camelton. I know. It's a pretty damn good name for a camel. I know. This time around, I wanted to name my camel Camelton John. And Nora goes, that's the stupidest goddamn name I've ever heard. And, you know, when Nora says shit like that, it hurts. It hurts a lot. So the camel that I ended up with camel number 2, whose name was Speed Hump. Okay. And this was, I'm on Speed Hump. Now, mind you, I didn't end up going with the name Camelton John. I ended up naming it Humphrey Bogart. Okay. Much better. Not nearly as good as Camilton, or Alex Camilton. But I was going to go with Lewis Camilton for D-Mata, Formula One racer. But this same thing as Alex or whatever. Anyways, but I'm on the camel. Now, I don't know the names, right? I don't know the names. But I later saw it. But I'm sitting on this camel and they read the intros for the camels, right? So they like read the first one. They're like, this camel, camel number 1, Brittany is riding Hoofin' Humphrey. Hoofin' Humphrey, fun fact, Hoofin' Humphrey once drank 80 gallons of water in one sitting and she can shit 18 piles of poop. Right? They all got fun facts about these camels, and they're all bullshit. One of them spent 10 years running up and down the beaches of California. One of them was, he took 2023 off and is back at Sam Houston Race Park, and one was shipped in from the Emerald Downs in Seattle. And, bro, I'll be goddamned if I'm not sitting on my camel and I hear the announcer go, camel number 2, Speed Hump. This camel has been clocked at over 40 miles an hour. And I was like, what the fuck? 40 miles an hour? What? They're like, yeah. 40 miles an hour and does not slow down in school zone. He's not cheap, but will be the early speed in the race. I was like, are you shitting me? Bro, 40 miles. I was like, oh, hell no. So now, remind you, we're all on our camels at the winner's circle. Now we have to walk down. We have to walk down to the starting gates, right? We walk down to the starting gates, and then we have to get off the camel. They load them in the starting gates, and then we race, right? The names for the sheep at mutton busting were so cute. Oh, Lady Baba. Nice. As soon as Barry finished, they said, don't invite the difficult ass white dude that sounds like a black dude when you're not looking at her again. So they walk our camels from the starting circle. Oh my God. I should just not look at the chat sometimes. So we're walking our camels down to the starting gate, and it's kind of far. I mean, the winner's circle is by the finish line, so it's the length of the race that we are going to walk down to the starting blocks, right? And we're all on our camels, so we walk down, and we're being led. There's a guy holding the reins of each camel, or the ropes for each camel. And the closer we get to the starting blocks, the more that my camel starts to he's getting pissed off. He's like jerking his head, and the guy that's got the reins, he's like, hey. And I'm like, whoa, hey, whoa. And this sumbitch starts getting rowdy. And I'm not talking just like a little bit. Like this fucking camel is agitated now. He's pissed. He starts throwing his goddamn head up in the... And now look, this is not a little ass horse with a little ass horse neck. This is a camel with a camel neck. So when a camel throws his neck, it's a lot of neck to be thrown, okay? This is a big ass animal, and he is pissed. So all the other camels are now walking. We've passed the starting gate, me and my stupid ass camel, but he has no intentions of making the right and heading to the starting block. He is by the rail, just pissed, throwing his head back, just whatever the hell camels do. And the guy that's got him is like, come on now, hey, come on now. He's yelling at the camel, and I'm like, whoa, 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 hey, don't yell at the camel, man. Don't yell at the camel. Stop yelling at the camel, man. I'm yelling at the dude. He's yelling at the camel. And the old ass white guy is yelling at the dude that I'm yelling at that's yelling at the camel. He's like, Roger, come on, man. And he's like, I can't, he won't act right. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just go, Roger, is this a good idea? He's like, it's fine. I was like, it doesn't feel fine, Roger. And I hear the old white guy go get him, go get him. And then another guy comes up and starts not really whooping, but let's just say forcefully encouraging the camel with a stick on his ass and legs to kind of, move. He's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, that's not a good idea, man. And he's encouraging the camel. I'm like, Roger's got it. I think Roger has it under control. And now the camel is really pissed. And I'm just like, what in the fuck is happening right now? And the camel's like, ah! I'm like, okay, this is fucking insane. I'm not riding this goddamn camel right now. He's losing his camel shit. And they go, get off. What? They're like, get off. I'm like, bro, I'm not jumping off this goddamn camel in the middle of this 8-second ride I'm on. What in the hell is happening? They're like, just get off, man. I'm like, oh shit. So I just jump for it. And I just land in the sand. I kind of half land on my feet. I just stumble a little bit. I'm like, God damn. And they're like, Roger's fighting with the camel, and now they're trying to get him into the starting blocks. And I'm like, guys, I really think this is a bad idea. I don't think we should. He's obviously pissed off. Why are we doing that? Why should we race? He don't want to race. I don't want to race if he don't want to race. I'm not. If he don't want to go, I don't have to go. We can just let the ladies go, and me and him can just hang out. I'm fine. I mean, we don't have to do it. It's cool if he don't want to go. I'll just hang out. It's fine. They're like, no, he's okay. I'm like, well, he's obviously not okay. He's kind of pissed, obviously. Like, no, he's all right. Roger, get him in the gate. I'm like, oh my God, this is... I'm going to fucking die, is what I'm thinking. I am going to die. As soon as they open that goddamn gate, it's going to be a rodeo. And I'm going to be a camel cowboy. And he is just going to start bucking and going absolutely camel berserk. Is all I can see in my head. I'm like, once the gate opens, Roger doesn't have the ropes. That camel has free reign to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. I'm like, oh shit, are we really doing this? And I'm trying to plead with the old white man. I'm like, sir, is this a good idea? He goes, mount up. I was like, oh, I don't. He goes, boy, we have to go. I was like, man, I don't really think this is a good idea at all, sir. He's obviously agitated. He goes, get on the camel. I was like, oh shit, I cannot believe I'm being peer pressured into riding this goddamn crazy camel. And now Roger is left because they finally have I mean, more or less, they just shoved this goddamn camel into the starting gate. He's pissed too. He's in the gate. I'm like, what in the fuck? So she's on hers, and Sophia's on hers, and the other chick's on. Everybody's on there. It took forever to get this angry sumbitch into this starting gate. And they're like, all right, come on. Like, get on. I'm like, which side? And they're like, well, dumbass, there's a bar on that side. Which side do you think you get on? I was like, okay. I'm a little nervous. So I get up and I get on. And I remember, cock the feet back, and as soon as they get past, you throw the feet down and sit up straight. And I was like, all right, Humphrey Bogart, please don't kill me. Please just run. And he goes, there's one, and I remember last time, you don't hold the ropes. The ropes are not for us. Because again, you can't steer the camel. You don't control the camel. The camels just run until they get to the end, and then they just run for somebody, and somebody else grabs the ropes, and that's it. And then I remember Brittany started asking a question, and the guy next to her was like, well, just do this, this, and this. And the old white man was like, no, you don't do that. And he was like, well, I mean, you can if you want. He goes, well, you can listen to him and get hurt, or you can listen to me. I was like, damn, he is cranky as shit. I was like, hey, twin, I'd listen to him. It was my fellow body type. Shook. So I was like, just do what he says. So I got the hump. I got the hooks. Feet are back. They're like, everybody ready? Hey, go, man. And I mean, as soon as that fucking gate was on, my boy was like, woo! And we were gone. And his shit took off, and we were out. We went so fast, y'all. We went so fast, I done came out my drawers. We were gone. I came straight up out of my drawers. And but I tell you what, I'll tell you one damn thing. Look, feet straight down. Look at that. Straight damn down. Look, what did I tell you about the shitting though, folks? What did I tell you about the shitting? The man is shitting as we're racing. Come on, man. You mean to tell me you couldn't wait until we finished racing the shit? All the shitting you did in the pen. And you still were shitting as we were racing. Come on, fam. What are we doing here, partner? Come on, bro. But that's a fact. So, yeah, you see, your boy got the feet down fast, right? Your boy got the feet down fast. Let's check in on my girl Brittany, my fellow body type. Let's see. Does she get the feet down? She kind of got them out a little bit, but she did all right. She did all right. She's kind of. I mean, she's not upright though. She's not super upright, but that's not terrible. I could be a little more upright too, but that's the best you can do when you're leaning like that. Let's see. Let's check on Sophia. She's laying down a little. She's laying down. Feet are not straight though. I need more. Feet got to be straight down right there. That's how you end up. Off the camel. And then that's Jessica right there. She got some good posture, but I don't know what's going on there. So there you go. That was the start. And then is that the camel shit or berries? Oh yeah, that's me. Y'all is goofy sometimes. Jesus. So we go. And I mean, it's over in a damn quickness. Like, I mean, so damn fast. Hold on. I got the video here. Let's see. Is this the one? Let's see. Download. Yep. Download anyway. All right, I'm downloading the movies now. Let's see. Yo. Did they download? Okay, cool. And where the fuck did they go? Oh, shit. Where did they go? All right, so I'll just play the whole race. Well, where in the did they go? Oh, maybe go to downloads, dumbass. Let me see which one this is. Are you shitting me? Codec not available. You raggedy bitch. How in the are you? You've got to be kidding me. I can't watch an MOV file on this. Are you? This is how I got to watch this damn thing. You got to be shitting me. Hold on, we're going to have to do it like this, y'all. I don't give a shit. All right, here you go. I'm just going to have to do it like this. I'm just going to do it like this. So I'm camel number 2. I'm the second one. You'll see. Here we go. And you're going to see one of their camels just tails off at the end. You'll see it. Look, you'll see it. You'll see it. Oh, come on. No, Jared, I wouldn't do that to you. I'll just show you on the damn on my phone. I can't believe it won't let me play a MOV file on a PC. That's some bullshit, Microsoft. Get your shit together. Yeah. And now you know the rest of the story. Damn it. Come on, race already. Oh, Lord, how much pre-race is this? See, they're still trying to get my goddamn camel in the fucking thing. That's why it took so goddamn long. Here we go. Shit. That's seriously, that's how long. Oh, my God. That's crazy. It took all this time to get my camel in this bitch. What in the fuck? Hold on. Hold on a damn minute. This wild son of a bitch. Oh. All right, you ready? Oh, there they go. Number 2 in the lead. Oh, look, see that one just headed for the fucking fence, right? So the white one is trotting slow. That was Jerome's last night. Now watch. Hers just U-turns at the end. And that's how I won again. That's 2 in a row. Yeah, your boy. That's 2 in a row. Yeah, it was a photo finish, but she just U-turned at the very end again. Now watch. As soon as he grabs that rein, I'm like, oh, thank God. I couldn't believe it. It was right. If you watch, like I had a pretty good lead. And then she almost caught me. But then right here, she just turned again. Like, you stupid ass camel. I was like, oh my God. I won't let go until he grabs that rope. Like, he grabs this rope. Watch. He's like, oh, Jesus. Thank God. I still won't let go. I'm like, this is crazy ass goddamn camel. Somebody goes, you won too? I was like, oh, Jesus. They're like, celebrate too? I was like, oh my God. Oh, my balls hurt. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Yay. And what's funny is Brittany was like, I lost my shoe. This bitch's shoe came off somewhere on the track. It was hilarious. So we're done, right? We were oh no, when we were waiting to go in the winner circle, it was we and Brittany were talking, It was so fun. You won by a neck. I've got the photo finish pic. Oh, no shit, Jeff. That's hilarious. I think if hers wouldn't have turned, I definitely wouldn't have won. That's so funny. But it did start turning at the end. That's the only reason I won. That's 2 in a row now. But when we were in the winner's circle waiting to get on our camels and walk down to the starting gate, me and Brittany were sitting there and she goes, "Can you believe he said we had the same damn body?" I was like, "Girl, I was shook." And she goes, "Look, I'm sorry, but I ain't got no man body, okay? I have given birth to children. I'm sorry, but I do not have a man's body. I was like, damn. So I got hips and shit, girl. I got ass, I got hips. I was like, damn, I'm shook." She goes, I was like, I can't believe he said that. I cannot believe that man was like, "You and y'all got the same body." She was like, I couldn't either. I could not believe that shit. That was the funniest part of the whole damn thing. Whole damn thing. You and y'all got the same body. We were like, what the fuck? Sir, you picked a black woman and a white man and actually said that about us. Shook. Absolutely shook. So, I wish I had the video better. We could have done a better breakdown. But shout out to Roger for not letting me die on the camel. Yes, thank you for the dismount was good. My balls hurt so bad. Next time, I don't know, I gotta get like a pillow for my balls. That's the worst part. Honestly, on a camel, riding a camel, the worst part is the balls. Yo! Oh, hell no. We're not doing that. No, sir. You right, Uriel. I'll be goddamn if I do that again. Nope, sir. You don't go nowhere. We almost did it again to Uriel Villanueva. We are not doing that again. I'll be damned. We are not doing that again. Sir, you don't go no damn where. No. You don't go no damn where, Uriel Villanueva. You hear me? Nobody go nowhere. We got a birthday to celebrate. Stupid ass story. NFL, Go make a drink, CC, hurry up. Go make a drink, CC. Hey, Parmarine, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Hey, Uriel, I'm sorry, brother. I can't believe that happened last week, man. I hate me so much. I love you. I sure do appreciate you, fam. That's the music so low. It can't be a party with the music that low. Yeah, there we go. Now it's a party. You know what, Uriel? Just for you, baby. Okay, that's probably too far. Here comes all the hate now because I pulled my titties out. Here comes all the hate. You pull your titties out. Oh, poor Marie. Thank you for the 3,000 bits, buddy. Appreciate you, fam. Let's go. Hey, Uriel. What did you do for your birthday? I hope it was fun. I hope you got roadhead and the hand job. Little butt stuff. I don't know. You might do that. You look like a man that, like a little pegging, a little docking maybe. I don't know. Don't Google that, Uriel, please. I don't think you know what docking is. Don't tell me you do. If you do, because that would really hurt my image of you. Please don't tell me you know. I don't want to know you know, even if you do know. It's bad enough that I know. I don't even know you know. I like you. You're a good man and a good person. Don't tell me you know, okay? I love you. Happy birthday, buddy. I'm sorry I missed it. I damn near missed it again with that stupid ass story. Happy birthday, brother. Cheers to you. Paul Marie said we're going to celebrate LSU. Yeah, baby, let's go. Is that like when the space station docks with the shuttle? Don't Google it. Hey, happy birthday, homie. Much love to you, brother. Rudy Rod said, yeah, you do. Looking like you have the same body now. Hey, I just want to point out, boy getting a little more definition on them titties. Getting a little, losing a little weight, starting to see a little curvature of the earth. Let's go. Let's go. There it is. Jen, 516. She gonna punch you in the gullet. All right. Uriel, happy birthday, brother. Jen, I'm just getting back from Vegas, CC. I shouldn't have shit else to drink ever. I can only imagine. All right, Uriel. Love you, buddy. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Hey, CC, Clarence, and who was the other one? Potch. Y'all need to get with Jen so we can get fantasy football paid for, all right? Yeah. All right, now we got to bounce. I couldn't go again. I couldn't let that slide. I could not let another day go without wishing my boy happy birthday. All right. Happy Monday to you guys, man. Thanks for sticking around. A little overtime. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the rest of Legal Tampering Day. Stupid ass name. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll catch up on whatever else happened, and we will figure out what else went on in the world of sports. If you watched on YouTube, much love to you. Appreciate you. Paul and Joey, a.k.a. Black Sheep, Rudy, and AJB, and everybody else. Thank you guys for watching on Twitch. Thank you, Rudy. Pretty good show, Barry. Love you, CC. Reyes, appreciate you, buddy. Poor Marine, thank you, my friend. Much love to you, homie. Thank you guys so much, man. Thanks for hanging out, as always. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Do me 3 favors until I see you. Be safe, be kind, and most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. Let's see if we got a raid. Can we raid? YouTubers don't get to raid. Dirty bitches. Betting news. Who is betting news? I don't know what that is. Let's just go look at the channel. Let's see if we can find something in, I don't know. Just chatting, maybe? Yeah, let's see what's in just chatting. Oh, Fox. There's a lot of shit in just chatting. Let's find some weird shit to raid, huh? It's all weird. It's all very weird. I'd never go to just chatting. And there's a lot of people though. None of this looks like anything I would send you guys to, subject you to. Yeah. Let's just stick to sports. Hey, what was that? What was that? I didn't even see what it said. Oh, betting news? We could do that. Let's raid betting news. Here we go. Betting news. Copy, paste. Control C. Back to the channel. Raid betting news it is. Here we go. You guys enjoy the raid. Say hi to them. If you haven't followed, give them a follow. Be cool. We got 14 rating. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, YouTubers. Bye, everybody. Bye. Daddy's making a YouTube video.